Yo, what's good, Jets Nation? This is Richie from Jets Media, and in this video, I will be breaking down the last day of training camp for the New York Jets. This will obviously be my last video covering training camp because today was the last day of training camp. I just want to thank you guys that's been showing so much love and support on this channel throughout this entire series. I'm so happy I thought of the idea of reporting every single day of training camp, and I've been having so much fun creating these videos. You guys have been killing it in the comment section. That subscribe button, there's so tons of new subscribers, so welcome to the channel if you're new, and I really appreciate the support and the love. I really do, and I'm so excited for the future of this channel and the future of this New York Jets football team. I'm here to stay. I'm going to be bringing you guys a lot of content throughout the season, bring you guys every single preview to every game, my reaction to every game, more Madden 21 content. I'm really excited for the future of this channel, so if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's jump right into the report. So we'll start off with the injury update, players that did not practice today. And just so you guys know, today was a really low-key type of practice. There was no pads, so it was just a really slow day because the last 2 days were hard, full pads, going after each other, so they want to slow things down in the last day of training camp. So the players that did not practice today: Bradley McDougald was out with personal reasons, Marcus May dealing with a calf issue, Alex Lewis with a shoulder, Jabari Zuniga with a quad, Cameron Clark with a knee, and Chuma Edoga with a non-COVID related illness, LaMichael Pirine with the ankle, and Jeff Smith is still out with a shoulder injury. So these are the guys that did not practice today. Guys like Denzel Mims, he participated in individual drills today. He did not participate in team drills, but still, that's a really good sign for Denzel Mims coming back. And Pierre Desir, he participated fully and did some team drills. So that's a really good sign that those two players are on the field and getting back. And hopefully it looks like they will be ready to be playing week 1 against Buffalo. So going into what happened in today's camp, like I said, there's not a lot to report today. So I'm just going to go over my whole thoughts of the entire camp and just the little things that happened today. Because as you guys know, there's no pads. So Sam Darnold had extremely impressive throws today, according to the reports, to Josh Malone. He had a 10-yard throw to Josh Malone, which was a perfectly placed ball. Josh Malone dropped it. Next play, Sam Darnold goes right back to Josh Malone for another insanely impressive throw. Josh Malone reels it in for a touchdown. So this is all these reports about Sam Darnold. It looks like he's really developing and he's getting chemistry with almost every single receiver that's out there. It doesn't really matter whether it's a starter, a backup, or even a backup. It looks like Sam Darnold is confident enough in his own abilities to elevate guys around him. Sam Darnold had a really good camp, and it looks like he is going to take that next step this season. I feel like the biggest factor of Sam Darnold's development into becoming a great quarterback is his progression at the line of scrimmage, is reading the defenses, lining up guys, understanding what the defense is doing, and auto-billing and all that type of stuff. That really determines a great quarterback in this league. You can have all the talent in the world. You can have all the arm talent, the leg talent, all this stuff. But if you do not have the feel for the game and the confidence in your playbook and the confidence of reading the line of scrimmage, of reading this defense, scanning everything, then you're not going to really prosper in the NFL. And I think Sam Darnold, this is his year to really take that next step because it's his first time in his career going into the same system. So he's really comfortable with it. When he hears a play from Adam Gase, he registers it immediately. He's not thinking about the play as much. He's not like, okay, wait, what is this route? What is this? He knows it instinctually. So first thought is, what's the defense doing? He's not worrying about the play call. So that's huge for Sam Darnold's development, and I'm so excited to see what Sam Darnold can do, especially if Denzel Mims and Brashad Perriman are going to be starting week 1. I really hope they are both out there week 1 on the perimeter because that will be huge for Sam Darnold. Looks like Jameson Crowder will be fine in the slot, and Chris Herndon also practiced today as well. So his weapons are going to be there, but I still have confidence in Sam Darnold. No matter who's out there, I think he will elevate their games to the highest potential possible. So Sam Darnold had an excellent camp, and I'm excited for his future. Talking about Denzel Mims, I'll move into him. He participated in individual drills today, and I just want to talk about what I expect from him his rookie season, especially with him missing the entire training camp. So Denzel Mims, he looks like he's going to be ready for week 1, but Adam Gase said they're not expecting Denzel Mims to come in there week 1 and just understand everything and run every single route possible, go out there and light up the league. They understand that they have to progress him slowly. He's a rookie, and he missed camps. He missed valuable reps. So Denzel Mims, I'm expecting him to get better and better throughout the season, and I'm so excited for him. If he can stay healthy throughout the year, which I think he will because he battled no injuries throughout his college career besides a little finger problem that he had, but I think Denzel Mims can develop over the season, and then by the end of the year, we know, like, okay, we have a stud in Denzel Mims. He is our future wide receiver. Now we need to go into the draft or free agency and pair him up with someone else. That's if Brashad Perriman does well, we can even resign him, but I think he's going to battle a knee injury throughout the entire season. Unfortunately, he has a swelling problem. Hopefully that does not linger on and he can play every game, but we don't know. He's a big question mark with Brashad Perriman. Going back into Denzel Mims, obviously it's unfortunate he did not participate in training camp, but watching his interviews and seeing his demeanor, and he kind of reminds me of Kawhi Leonard on the NBA. And I'm not talking about play style, I'm just talking about personality-wise. If you watch a Denzel Mims interview, he's very laid back and cool. He has really short answers, and he just looks like he just shows what he's worth on the field rather than just talk up a big game. He doesn't have that personality, a bubbly personality that you fall in love with. It's kind of like just a low-key guy, and that's why I compare him to Kawhi Leonard. And I like that from Denzel Mims. He's going to thrive in New York if he really produces on the field, because that's a guy that you want to root for, a guy that just puts his nose down and grinds. And I think Denzel Mims has an extremely bright future on this Jets team, and I'm hoping that him and Sam Darnold can get that chemistry and that cohesion right away, because I think Denzel Mims has every single trait in a receiver you want. He's long, he's tall, he's physical, he has really good speed, he works the sidelines tremendously. You can throw the ball anywhere and he can adjust his body and reel it in, and I'm just so excited for Denzel Mims. I can make a whole video on why I think Denzel Mims is the future for this Jets team, but I'm not going to do that. And then another player I want to talk about is Pierre Desir. He is fully participating. He looks like he is on track to be starting week 1, which is huge. And he is a huge part to this Jets secondary. He's honestly the only proven veteran in this Jets cornerback room besides Brian Poole, but he's in the slot corner, so I don't really compare him to there. So if Pierre Desir is healthy by week 1, that'll be huge. He'll be the starting CB1. Alongside him will probably be either Bless Austin. And honestly, that CB2 is up to grabs. But if I would be the one calling the shots, it's going to be Bless Austin. But knowing Greg Williams, he's going to be subbing people in and out, in and out. There's not going to really be a guy, a bona fide starter. So I think Pierre Desir has the potential to solidify that cornerback 1 position for the entire year. He's kind of like a Band-Aid guy. I don't really think he's the future of this Jets secondary, but I think he can come in and provide veteran leadership, and hopefully by next offseason we can draft a guy or bring in a guy that can be our young, upcoming CB1 for the future. Guys like Bless Austin, even Bryce Hall, there are some guys that we're developing that can potentially be our CB1 of the future, but we don't have that guy right now that we can look at and say that is our future cornerback 1. We're hoping it's Bless Austin, and we're hoping Bryce Hall can get healed up from his ankle injury over from college and really develop and start practicing, because I'm so high on Bryce Hall. So, yeah, that's the cornerback position I want to talk about because of Pierre Desir is finally healthy. And then something I want to talk about real quick is, should the Jets sign Mohamed Sanu? He recently got released from the New England Patriots. As I'm recording this video, he's still a free agent, and there's a lot of question marks. Should the Jets bring him in? Because obviously wide receiver is a big question mark for this Jets team because of all the injuries. I think you really can't go wrong with bringing him in. He's a veteran receiver that understands the game of football. He can play in the perimeter. He can play in the slot. So bringing him in will be a smart move just to get bodies in the room. But if we're healthy, like if Brashad Perriman, Denzel Mims, Jamison Crowder, Braxton Berrios, Chris Hogan, Lawrence Cager hopefully makes the roster. If these guys are healthy, I don't think we need to bring him in, because the only way we need to bring him in is if we're injured. If there's injuries all across the board, if Brashad Perriman can't be on the field, if Denzel Mims still has a nagging hamstring, and yes, we bring him in. So I think it's either way, I'm happy with it. If we don't bring him in because we're healthy, I'm fine with it. But if we bring him in because we're battling a lot of injuries, then yes, we need him in. We need guys to catch passes for Sam Darnold. So that's my take on Mohamed Sanu. And then going into some interviews that happened today, I want to talk about, and just overall what happened in training camp throughout the entire month of August. Makai Beckton had an interview, and he said that he really learned a lot from guys like Jordan Jenkins and Quinn Williams. Those two guys he was working out with the most and competing against the most. And he said that he really understood the game of football more in the NFL, where he has to be way more quicker with his hands, because Quinn Williams is an explosive guy. Jordan Jenkins is getting better and better as a pass rusher. I think he's destined to have a breakout season. So it's cool to hear Makai Beckton really praise them, say, I'm really happy I went against those guys, because they really elevated my game. They made me understand what it takes to be an NFL left tackle. So Makai Beckton, I'm so happy that he's on this Jets team. I'm so happy that Joe Douglas, his first draft pick as a Jets general manager is a 6'7", 365-pound monster in Makai Beckton. Hopefully he can stay healthy throughout his career, and he can solidify that left tackle position and open holes for LeVeon and protect Sam Darnold. I'm just so happy Makai Beckton is on the Jets. He's such a bubbly personality. He's a fan favorite. Everything about Makai Beckton is just awesome. So hopefully he can go out there and just dominate and go out there and pancake people. He's going to get beat here and there, but that's okay. He's going to learn from it. So I'm really excited for Makai Beckton's future. Another player I want to touch up on is Quinn Williams. Quinn Williams said that he studied guys like Aaron Donald and Chris Jones over the offseason to really master his position. That's what we want to hear. Can you imagine if Quinn Williams becomes something close to Aaron Donald? I mean, let me tell you guys this. We drafted Quinn Williams 3rd overall. His potential is an Aaron Donald. I'm not saying that he's going to be Aaron Donald, but if you draft a defensive lineman in the 3rd overall pick, your expectations should be as high as Aaron Donald because he's the best defensive player in the entire league in Aaron Donald. So for Quinn Williams to understand that Aaron Donald is the best player at that position and for him to study his tape. He also studied the 49ers pass rushing abilities. So he wants to improve his interior pass rush. And if Quinn Williams can take that next step, I think that he has all the physical tools. I think Quinn Williams is in tremendous shape. I think he needs to get his mental ability back. I think he needs that confidence where he's lining up and he's like, I can dominate. I can go in there and get the quarterback whenever I want. I think that his confidence and his mental game is going to elevate his game to the next level. So for him to study tape like Aaron Donald, that's a really good sign for Quinnen. Hopefully he can break out this year. Another player I want to talk about is LeVeon Bell. He cleared up the air with his LeVeon Bell-Adam Gase relationship. He always gets asked about it, and he's like, I don't know why this is always a topic. Me and Gase are fine. We have a really good relationship, and that whole Twitter situation was just a misunderstanding. He actually admitted to have hamstring tightness that day, and that's why the trainers pulled him out, and he just wanted to go out there because he's just a workhorse and he wants to play and he said he feels like he's in the best shape of his life. He feels like his best football is ahead of him. He said this multiple times, but he just said it again, and he said he does not want to get off the field at all, and that does not mean he wants to get the ball every single drive, every single play. That just means he wants to be on the field, whether it's blocking, whether it's lined up as a receiver or even halfback. So hopefully Adam Gase understands that LeVeon Bell wants to play every single snap. I don't think he should be on the field every single snap. Frank Gore should definitely sub in for him sometimes. I think it should be around a 60%, 40% between LeVeon Bell, Frank Gore, maybe even 75-25. That's what I would prefer because I think LeVeon Bell works best as a workhorse, and I'm really excited for LeVeon Bell's future on this team, especially this year. I think he's destined to break out, and it all comes down to reps. It comes down to Adam Gase getting him the ball in space, getting him the ball in the second level. We need to see him line up in the slot, even on the outside of receiver. He can line up anywhere as a receiver because he's one of the most talented offensive playmakers on this entire Jets team. So that's my take on LeVeon Bell. That really does it for this video. This wraps up Jets training camp. Expect a lot more videos on this channel in the future. Again, if you guys are watching it to the end of this video, comment down below the Jet emoji just so I know you guys are watching it. I really appreciate you guys supporting this channel. Jets Media, man, I'm really happy I created this a year ago. I actually just ordered Jets Media merch. It's going to be a black t-shirt with my logo on the front and then a big logo on the back, and that will be on my website that I'm creating as well. So there's a lot of things I'm lining up for this Jets channel, and I'm super excited for it. And again, I keep thanking you guys, but without you, this channel would not be anything. You guys have been showing so much love and support. Even when my friend Jack comes on, he's been loving it. So yeah, that really does it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Let's go Jets! Peace!